Believe it or not, a staggering 94% of millennials reported making personal improvement commitments. That's almost everyone. It seems we're living in a time where the pursuit of personal growth is more than just a buzzword. It's a rallying cry for a generation hungry for self-improvement and eager to become the best versions of themselves. But what is personal growth? In essence, it's a journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. It's about understanding who you are, identifying your strengths and weaknesses, and taking deliberate steps to become a better you. It's about breaking free from the chains of stagnation and embracing the thrill of progress. It's about turning the mirror inwards, having a good look at yourself and saying, I can do better. And it's not just millennials who are caught up in this sweeping tide. Personal growth has become a universal pursuit, cutting across all demographics. It's a shared aspiration, as common as the desire for happiness and fulfillment. It's a quest that's deeply human and profoundly personal. And the statistics reflect this growing interest. According to a recent study, the self-improvement industry, which includes everything from books and seminars to personal coaching and digital apps, is now worth a whopping $10 billion. That's billion with a B, and it's projected to grow even further in the coming years. But why this surge in interest? Why are so many people from all walks of life suddenly so keen on self-improvement? Maybe it's the realization that we can all be better, that we all have room for improvement, that we all have untapped potential waiting to be unleashed. Or maybe it's the understanding that personal growth isn't just about becoming more successful or more productive. It's about becoming more fulfilled, more satisfied, more content. It's about becoming, in every sense of the word, more. So it's clear personal growth isn't just a trend, it's a movement. But how can you be part of this? Stick around to find out. The first secret to personal growth: embrace change. Now you might be thinking, easier said than done. And you're right, change can be daunting. It's often accompanied by uncertainty and discomfort. But let me assure you, it is crucial for personal growth. Imagine life as a river. It is constantly flowing, never stationary. If you try to stand still, you'll find yourself struggling against the current. But if you move with the flow, you'll find the journey much easier. That's how change works in our lives. It's a natural and inevitable part of our journey. Resisting it is like trying to swim upstream. Let me share a story with you. There was a man who lived in a small town. He worked the same job for 20 years. He followed the same routine, day in and day out. His life was comfortable, but he felt stuck, unfulfilled. One day, the company he worked for closed down. The man was forced to find a new job. He was terrified, but he didn't have a choice. He had to adapt. Fast forward a few years, and the man had not just survived the change, but thrived because of it. He had discovered new skills, met new people, and found a job he genuinely enjoyed. The change, as scary as it was, had pushed him out of his comfort zone and into a place of growth. So, what's the takeaway here? Change is not something to fear. It's not an enemy to fight against. It is a friend that pushes us to grow, to evolve. It forces us out of our comfort zones and into uncharted territories where we discover parts of ourselves we never knew existed. It breaks the monotony of our routines and breathes fresh life into our existence. Change is inevitable, and that's a good thing. Because without change, there can be no growth. So, instead of resisting it, we should learn to embrace it. We should see it as an opportunity, a chance to become better versions of ourselves. So remember, change is your friend, not your enemy. Embrace it. The second secret: never stop learning. This is a critical factor in your journey to personal growth. Continuous learning means remaining curious, open-minded, and always ready to absorb new knowledge. Imagine your mind as a garden. Every new piece of information you learn is a seed. The more seeds you plant, the more abundant your garden grows. And this growth isn't just about knowledge accumulation, it's about expanding your perspectives, enhancing your skills, and becoming more adaptable in a rapidly changing world. Remember, learning isn't confined to classrooms or textbooks. It's in every conversation, every new experience, every challenge you face. It's in the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, the documentaries you watch. So cultivate a love for learning. Seek out knowledge, ask questions, challenge assumptions. The wisdom you gain will be your compass, guiding you on your path to success. Keep in mind, the more you learn, the more you grow. The third secret to personal growth is self-reflection. What is self-reflection, you may ask? It's like holding up a mirror to your inner self, looking deep within, and acknowledging the truths that lie there. It's about understanding your strengths, your weaknesses, your desires, and your fears. It's about learning from your past, living in your present, and shaping your future. Let's illustrate this with a story. Imagine a man named John. John was an ambitious individual, always striving for success. Yet he found himself stuck in a rut, feeling as if he were running a race on a treadmill, always in motion, but never moving forward. This was when John discovered the power of self-reflection. John started by asking himself some tough questions. What were his true passions? What were his strengths and areas for improvement? What were his fears, and how were they holding him back? This introspection was not easy, but it was necessary. Through self-reflection, John discovered that his passion lay not in the corporate world where he was, but in teaching. He had a knack for explaining complex concepts in simple words, a strength he had overlooked. He also realized that his fear of failure and judgment was holding him back from pursuing his dream. Armed with this knowledge, John took the leap of faith. He transitioned from his corporate job to become a teacher. It was a challenging journey, but one that brought him immense satisfaction and success. He was no longer running on a treadmill, he was sprinting forward on a path he loved. Therein lies the power of self-reflection. It helps you understand yourself better, discover your passions, and overcome your fears. It's a continuous process, not a one-time task. It's about striving for self-improvement, not perfection. It's about learning to embrace your flaws while working on your strengths. So, remember John's story. Be like John. Don't shy away from self-reflection. Embrace it. Use it as a tool to understand yourself better, to learn, to grow. Because when you understand yourself, you can shape your life the way you want. So, take some time for self-reflection. It's a key to unlock your personal growth. The final secrets to personal growth: persistence and positivity. Let's first delve into persistence. It's a force to be reckoned with. Think of it as a river, continuously flowing, tirelessly carving its path through the toughest of terrains. It's the quality that keeps us going despite the hurdles, the setbacks, the doubts. Persistence is what turns failure into stepping stones, propelling us forward on our journey to personal growth. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, the brilliant inventor. He made over 1,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb. Now that's persistence. He could have given up after 100, 500, or even 900 attempts, but he didn't. His persistence paid off, and he illuminated the world. Now let's shift our focus to positivity. It's the light that guides us through the darkest tunnels. Being positive doesn't mean we ignore life's less pleasant situations. It means we approach them in a more productive and positive way. We think the best is going to happen, not the worst. Take the story of Nick Vujicic, a man born without limbs. Despite his physical condition, he radiates positivity, inspiring millions around the world. He once said, "If you can't get a miracle, become one." That's the power of positivity. It transforms obstacles into opportunities and hardships into lessons. So you see, persistence and positivity are like two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. Persistence keeps us moving forward, and positivity lights up our path. They work together, hand in hand, leading us towards personal growth. These two, persistence and positivity, are not just secrets, they are the essence of personal growth. They are the driving forces that turn dreams into reality, and ambitions into achievements. They are the tools we need to sculpt the best version of ourselves. Always remember, persistence and positivity are the fuel for your personal growth journey. It's never too late to start your personal growth journey. Let's quickly recap the 5 secrets we've uncovered today. First, embrace change. It's not your enemy, but rather, your stepping stone to greatness. Second, never stop learning. Knowledge is the fuel that drives the engine of personal growth. Our third secret is self-reflection. It's your compass, guiding you in the right direction. Fourth, persistence. It's the grit that gets you through the tough times. And finally, positivity. It's the light that illuminates your path, making the journey enjoyable. These secrets are not just concepts, but actionable steps that you can start implementing today. There's no perfect moment to start except the present. It's not about how fast you grow, but rather, how consistent you are. So why wait? Start your personal growth journey today and become the best version of yourself. Remember, growth is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the ride.